everyone, this is Cindy with the Heart, and we are going to make a project today. I've got a little tutorial for you. So a couple weeks ago, I shared this little fall easy album that I made. It's an accordion style album with lots of room to put pictures. You could tuck little notes in here. This could be like a gratitude style journal. Really, really simple. I also made using, I want to say it's October kit from Not Too Shabby Shop, and the Deck the Owls. So Deck the Owls, I used the paper and the ephemera to make this album, and I'm going to use the same products to make another album with you guys with a different kind of look. So here is the front. And then here is the back. And then I use the same color ribbon because it's got this gold kind of feel. And so on this side, I have it decorated like this. And then some of the sort of more busier pieces, I don't have too much decorated. So this one what I did was I glued down part of this heart, and then I used this larger ephemera piece as a tuck-in, so you can write a little note because it's white on the back, so you could totally write a little note. And then on this side over here, this is how it's decorated, and then it just closes up. So super fun and easy. And so we're gonna make one today. I've got my all my little thingies right here for you guys. So you're gonna need 2 pieces of chipboard that measure 6 by 6. So if you don't have chipboard, you can use cereal chipboard covers, or you could use heavyweight cardstock, just something a little bit heavier. 4 sheets of 6 by 6 designer paper or pattern paper, 1 6 by 2 piece of pattern paper scored at 3/4 and 1 1/4, some kind of ribbon or seam binding. 4 pieces of pattern paper that is 5 by 5.5, score at 5. One of them we only really need 5 by 5, but I haven't decided which one is going to be the one on the bottom. So one of them might end up, or one's going to be whatever's going to be on the top doesn't need a 1/2 inch. So, and then I also am using a 5 by 4 piece of white paper or cardstock for the inside. You can put a pocket there, you can put whatever you want. That's what I'm doing. So let's get to it. I cut my chipboard and it's behind me. So let me go grab that real quick. My chipboard is just 6 by 6, and this is a super quick and easy way to make an album. You don't really need too many fancy things to do it. So got all my papers here, and these are my 6 by 6. So I'm going to do, let's see, what did I decide? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is going to be on the back, and then this one is like a pink, is going to be on the, my lighting is like, I've got this light here, and it like totally doesn't want to stay up. So what you're going to do is you're going to decide what your front and back is going to be. So then once you've done that, then you're going to use glue or whatever you want to use. I'm using glue because my chipboard 6 by 6, my paper 6 by 6, there's not a lot of like room for error. I mean, you kind of want it to fit on there perfectly. So the glue gives you a little bit of time to wiggle things around so that it is where you want it. Okay, so once you've done that, that's the front. Now I'm going to do the back, and so this is a great way too of using your 6 by 6 paper pads because it doesn't have a lot of waste. So there's not a lot of scrap left. A little bit, but not a lot. Okay, so there we go. So we have our front and our back. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to place our paper down like that. This, you don't do it like this. Okay, so you're going to place your paper, decide what you want it to be, and then all right, so now we're going to work on our spine piece. So got our pieces like so. So what we're going to do is you'll have your 2 by 6 inch piece. It's scored at 3 1/4 and 1 1/4. So if you have 1/2 inch score tape, you're in business. I have 1/4 inch, so I'm going to be using that. But if you don't have score tape, you don't have to use score tape. I mean, you can use ATG, you can use glue. Okay. So the thing that's unique about this is the side that you want to show is the side that you're going to put your adhesive. Okay. So what we're going to do is, so we want this to go like this. So go ahead and put our tape off. And then this is just going to fit right up to the edge here. And, okay, so there we go. Now we want this piece to fit right here. Okay, so this piece is going to fit right here. The back is non-directional, so I don't need to worry about that. I only need to worry about the front piece, which I kind of screwed up a little bit. So you'll see there's a little pause in my video because I stopped it, and I stopped it at a certain point and then I kind of fixed it. So let's see, we want, how am I going to do this? Okay, so we want it like this, and we want this piece to go, okay, so we want this piece to go like on matching up here. Okay, so now we've got our spine piece. Okay, so once we get to this point, then we're going to want to go ahead and do our ribbon. Let me get this trash out of the way. We're going to do our ribbon. And the ribbon is whatever size, you know, suits you. However much ribbon you think you're going to need. And for this, I am just going to eyeball it. I'm going to just do a little strip of glue, mainly just to keep it down, I guess. So I'm just going to kind of figure out what the center is, and then I'm just going to kind of lay that down. Okay, so now let's just lay down. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to put our inside pieces. So for the inside pieces, I am going to do it like this. So same thing as you're just going to put glue on the inside. And make sure the right way. And go ahead and put it down. Okay, so there it is on the one side. So the glue gives you a little bit of movement if you need to kind of shift it so that it fits. And then we're going to do glue on the other side. And then we're going to work on our pages. So the pages are those 5 by 5.5, scored at 5. Okay, there we go. And I'm okay with showing that in the middle. It's not a big deal for me. But if it is for you, then you might want to configure that a little bit different. Okay, so I have all my pages. So you kind of want to make sure that that your pages kind of flow. So I am thinking that I'm going to want, let's see, I'm going to want this one on top. I'm going to want this one on the bottom. And then I'm going to want it like this. And then like this. Okay, so let's just make sure. Okay, so you kind of decide what you want it to be. I'm going to have this go down here. This is going to end up being my top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over. And it really doesn't matter because you can kind of fix it if the accordion is not going the way you like it. Actually, I've got to make sure that this is facing the right way. So otherwise actually it doesn't matter. That's right, it doesn't matter because this is going to be going down. So you're going to put whatever your bottom piece is down. And I am having my 1/2 inch be on the left. And then what you're going to do is it's going to go like this. Okay, so I'm going to fold this one, and then you're going to, now I've done it different ways where I've done it with score tape. I've done it with glue. Right now I'm just doing it with glue because it is faster. And so there's like that. And now this is going to fit like, and actually I want this side down, but that's not gonna work. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is, luckily this is not directional. So this is gonna fit like this. And the reason being is, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just that I just didn't want like too many patterns next to each other, I guess. I kind of wanted to break up patterns. So it's kind of how I deal with busy paper. I try not to put busy on top of busy. If I do, I try to break it up with something. Okay, so now we're going to do like this. And so this piece right here is going to get chopped off because we don't need this. I didn't know what was going to be on top. If you know, then you don't have to. You can cut it at 5 by 5 for the top. But I did not know, so that's why it ended up being like that. All right. Okay, so there it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and chop this 1/2 inch that I don't need off. Okay, so there we go. And maybe I'll keep this piece. We'll see if I can use it. Okay, so now we have our book. It is really ready to go. Okay, and then here's this piece right here that we just made. Super simple. So now we're going to decorate it. I'm going to go ahead and decorate my front. So I did cut a piece of the paper, the opposite side of this one, in this red, just because it is a noisy piece of paper. So I kind of wanted to tone it down a little bit because I'm going to put a noisy piece of ephemera on there. Okay, so I'm going to get all my ephemera out so I can see what I want to use. So I have all this fun ephemera and play with it a little bit. And I think I like that one. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this Merry Christmas. And let's see here. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do this Merry Christmas. I think, is that the one? There's this gold one, but I think this is what I'm going to do. So just like that. So let me just go ahead and do this. And put this little guy on here. Oops. Get him on here like that. Now I'm looking at this piece right here, and I have this scrap right here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of mount it on some red. So I had actually cut this circle out thinking I can maybe make a shaker, but now I'm kind of using a scrap, so I don't know. We will see. Okay, and all right, so now we're going to do it like this. I like that a little bit better. So let's go ahead and put this on here. And then on my ephemera in front of me here so I can decide what I want to do. So now I have this piece right here, and I am going to be using this piece right here. I'm going to put this guy right here, I think. Okay, and then I've got so I'm going to put these presents right here. And this one. Like that. And then let's see. These are kind of noisy, so I'm going to probably leave those ones alone. But this one right here, I am going to do like these. Let's see here. I like these ornaments. So do a little ornament cluster right here. Like so. And let's see here. I think we'll do some candy. We'll do some candy. I think we'll do maybe candy canes. Just think it's like okay, I'll put this right here. Okay, we'll do that right there. Okay, so I just left that one blank because it just wasn't working for me. Okay, and here, maybe here's what we'll do. This one right here. And oops. We will do some candy canes. Just do them connections there. Okay. All right, so now we are all done, and I've got some pieces left over to go with the rest of my paper. And so it just closes like this. And there we go. And so here are all the ones that I have made so far. I've got this one, and then I've got this one. Tie these up. And then I'm going to show you a walkthrough of this latest one. So you can make these in a jiffy. They don't take very long, actually. I mean, I think decorating it and putting paper on it takes longer than actually constructing it. And then here, this one. So this just the way it opens on the side. And then we have this side. And then you open it like this. It opens like this. And we're all done. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy Crane at the Heart.